We are on our way back to Carter Hydro for an overlooked bedroll. Then it's on to Trapper's Homestead and hopefully to Milton before our misery worsens too much. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our last misery series. So we have a bit of a sprain, and I'm going to need to take care of that before I go any farther. Now, it looks like that didn't quite wear off overnight. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about the pain at the moment. I do want to go ahead and get some food in me, not only because it will just generally help with survival, but also because I'll be carrying a little bit less if I do. I have plenty of canned food, but still no can opener. I do sort of relish the opportunity to give the dam another once-over. I'm not going to, like, turn over every single object and spend a lot of time looking, because I've already been through the dam once in this series. But, since I have to go back, I may as well take advantage of the fact that I might have missed something the first time, and make sure after I get the bedroll. So, that's the plan. Let me go ahead and drink some water, which will definitely help reduce the burden of my encumbrance. There we go. Let's head back outside. Okay. It's quite cold, so we really can't dally at all. I'm going to head up and over this ridge. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First of all, there could be wolves in that direction, so I'm avoiding direct wildlife contact by staying up here. But also, speaking of wolves, if I come up over this ridge, which is the one that I came over as I was headed to this area at the end of the last episode, if I come over this ridge, I'll actually be able to spot the wolves in the area here pretty easily, and I don't want to dash over the ridge too aggressively here, because the wolves could be quite close. Yeah, like right here, for example, they could actually be within detection range if I'm not careful. So let me stay high up. All right, there's one right there, possibly two. Nope, that's one. Okay. So this is a nice high spot for me to kind of survey the area. I do want to try and get down at that train car if I feel like it's safe. It does look pretty safe. Alright, so we have a wolf over there to the far right. Nice. Looking pretty clear. Oof. Okay. That was kind of a lucky descent there, all considered.
Jeez, this is cold.
It is cold. It is cold, Jennifer. I will give you that. So, let's head back to the dam as soon as possible. But first, we're going to just poke our heads in here. Hey, look, another training manual. I'm carrying so many. Okay.
Oh, so cold.
Okay. So this is a bit of a risk here, because there could be a wolf either over here or over here. But if I go this way, there's shelter that I can kind of stop in really quickly and get some rest, because we do have, unfortunately, the night coming up. Okay, I might be able to grab some cattails as I pass through here, because I didn't really do that the first time I was here. The wolf doesn't really come this far. I am going to stay on this side of the river, though, just in case I see the wolf, so I can make a dash kind of along the right side here, if necessary. Don't see or hear the wolf at the moment, which means they might be up on the road, or maybe even on the way down. So I want to be careful, but a couple of extra cattails are probably in order. Also, I'm realizing that I'm following my standard advanced run habit of dropping the cattail heads as I harvest there. I don't necessarily need to do that yet, so let me make sure I hold on to those. Hey, birch bark. Hey, stick. Let's grab a couple of these. Alright, not sure where the wolf is. The fact that he's not... I don't see him anywhere over there. Could mean that they're right in front of me, but I'm hoping that's not the case. As we discussed last episode, the interloper wolves are present in stalker force. And I think they're even slightly worse, because if we really take Katie at her word in terms of, which I have no reason not to, in terms of the settings for Misery, which are not visible in the custom settings the way that every other difficulty mode actually is accessible in terms of just looking at what the various levels are. So, like, you can see for Voyager, you can see for Pilgrim, you can see for Stalker, you can see for Interloper, like, what the levels of each custom setting are set to by default. You can't for Misery. So one thing that's not really clear is the aggressiveness of the wolves in Misery compared to Interloper. We just don't quite know for sure, and that's kind of worth noting. All right, so there's a bit of a problem here in that I really don't have a lot of... Yeah, I don't love this situation. I kind of want to just stay here. Where did that bed go? I moved away from it and then decided that I wanted to stay. Hang on, if we go to this corner... I'm trying not to waste a match or a flare, and it's really annoying because I can't see anything. One thing I could do... could use this to kind of look around a bit. Make sure I know exactly where I'm looking. Okay, so hold on, where's the door? There it is, found the bed. Okay, so let's pass time for like 5 hours. I hate this, because we have another affliction incoming. Unfortunately. But I really don't have much choice. Yep, alright, so we lost a little bit of condition due to thirst there. Let's go ahead and drink some water. I don't have a means to really light my way without wasting a match, and so I prefer to go through the dam during the daytime. So we basically just had to pass that entire night. Oh. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll also have... I'm going to try to avoid eating those carrots. But I've got this chocolate bar. I'm glad I grabbed those cattails. I have several bannocks that I've cooked. So those will help keep me as well fed as I can possibly be. Okay, and with that, let's go ahead and pass time for like 3 more hours and then maybe sleep for 2. We'll get a decent amount of condition from this. Well, truth be told, I don't even think I need to sleep here. I think I'd rather just go ahead and head into the dam. So let's do that. Okay. So this will not take terribly long. I do have to go all the way through the dam. But, because it's daylight, we'll have a reasonable amount of light. So that's a win, at least. Alright, so I can use this as my sort of... Oh man, I'm actually surprised at the lack of ambient light. I shouldn't be, because it's not my first rodeo in here. Yeah, we're going to have to use the flare. I don't want to, but I'd rather use that than use a match, because we are low on matches at the moment. So now what we're going to have to do is move really fast through the dam and hope that the movement limiting affliction doesn't kick in here, right? There's the extent of my sprint meter. Really makes me wish that I hadn't missed the bedroll the first time around. Because now what I was saying a moment ago about maybe having time to double check. Yeah, not as much ambient light as I would have hoped. I don't know why I was like thinking that I would be able to get all the way through here because it's daylight without using a torch. It's the lower dam. It's dark no matter what. So that's just my mistake. So at least this flare is lasting a good while, and here we are already on the... Oh, you know what? I went the wrong freaking way. Hold on. I went too far. This flare should still last us as long as we need it to. I definitely... Oh, nice. That's a ruined torch. I can get a stick from that. So, my bad. We need to head back. Because you can't actually exit the dam from the far side, where you re-enter. You have to exit it from up here. And I just plowed right by the door. Because it's honestly been a long time since I've intentionally used this door. Alright, let's double check, make sure I didn't miss anything my first time through here. Check all that. All that. Anything on the shelves? Nope, we're good. Okay. Let's go get that bedroll. It's literally, oh my god, how did I miss this?
This stuff will come in handy.
78% conditioned bedroll. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything else. Staring me in the face. Can you believe that? Okay. Back up top. If I move fast enough, we should be able to use this flare to get back through the dam. Because it's still, we have like 50% of the flare right now.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
You did mention it. It did, in fact, come up. Okay, now we go back in here, and this is where we will have to move very fast, unfortunately.
I'm freezing.
This flare will last us, though. So now we have our bedroll, which will enable us to actually survive a little bit more efficiently as we move particularly towards Milton. And the nice thing about getting to Milton is that, again, all relative terms, but this is a more loot-dense region that we're talking about. So just the possibility of finding things... There's another hacksaw there. Not that I need it, but hang on. I do have a hacksaw. Yeah, I do. Alright, so let's go ahead and get back up to the top before too much more of this flare burns off. Alright, so now we have some ambient light. We don't technically need the flare, but... this portion, as we just saw earlier, is still quite dark. Sometimes there can be a can opener right there. I was very sad to see there wasn't one, but that's life. Still morning. And now we have the opportunity to just rest before we go anywhere, which is kind of perfect. We'll take advantage of that. Let me take a moment just to look around here one more time. Make sure I didn't overlook anything on my first visit. Okay. Plop the bedroll down. God, that's a beautiful sight. Good to see that thing. Okay, we have tons of bannocks. So let's go ahead and eat those. Trying to avoid eating any of my canned food for as long as possible, because I have nothing to open it with, and I prefer not to waste those calories. Alright, we are getting pretty low on water. Did I get water out of the toilets when I first visited? I feel like I would have. And it wouldn't be too hard to check. Hang on. So we can use this trick again to find our way through in the dark. Okay. Okay, on second thought. Yeah, I can't find my way through the bathroom clearly enough using that trick, so we're not going to do it. Really trying hard not to use a match, and that's not normally my MO, using that mode. But, okay. I do want to rest a bit. It would be a good idea. Give me a chance to recover some condition, so let's do that. We're going to sleep for 6 hours. That'll go through most of the day. Oh, there's our second affliction. Let's see what it is. Sour stomach. That's the one that I was worried about getting second the first time. Questionable diet has caught up with you. You cannot eat as much as before you feel full. You are also more likely to experience food poisoning, no matter your skill level. Love that. Love everything about it. Just kidding. No, I don't. So, highly unfortunate. But that's misery for you. Let's keep moving. I want to take a quick look through this area because I haven't scavenged it very thoroughly, and sure would be interesting if you could find anything here. I can't remember the last time on YouTube or off that I really looked through this area for any kind of loot. It's just not something I do by default. And, I mean, that comes from experience, but at the same time, as I've said over and over, the loot tables have been refreshed, so we should probably check that kind of thing. You know, like, hey, there might actually be reasons to search this area now. Okay, I'm going to dart across to the other shed here, just as a means of double checking and also warming up. I've already been here, but I just want to make sure that I haven't overlooked anything since I'm back. Yep, dusting sulfur that I dropped the first time. First aid kit that I've already investigated. Okay. And we're pretty cold at the moment. Let's go ahead and sleep for another hour just for the sake of regaining some condition and some temperature. What we'll have to do is pretty much go straight back to the camp office, if we can manage that. Okay. I'm going to hug this wall. And this time, well, there's not really a perfectly safe route here. Even what I'm doing right now is somewhat cavalier, because the wolf could be right down there beyond that little ridge. There are some cattails that I want to grab, but the number one priority at the moment is staying mobile in this direction. Hello, dear. There will be some cattails that I can grab along the river if I follow it this time, so that's what I'll do as a way to get some additional calories. As long as I can get to the camp office safely, I think I'll be fine. Oh, nice. Burdock root. Wasn't expecting this, but there's 3 of them. Unfortunate, though, because burdock root takes a long time to harvest, and now I'm standing here getting colder when I could be moving. So this is worth it. I mean, I want it, but I'm going to pay the price. I don't yet have an insulated flask, so my ability to keep any kind of heated beverages is limited. Hopefully I'll find one soonish.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Actually, maybe I do have an insulated flask. Do I or do I not? I do. Yeah, I did find one. I forgot about that. Okay, cool. So there's that. Maybe I can make a fire at the camp office and heat some beverages. We have some tea that we can make, which would be handy. Also do need to make more water anyway.
Too cold to think.
Alright, so this could be a bit of a challenge, because, first of all, there weren't any cattails there to speak of. There could be some right around this bend, but there could also be a wolf ahead. Or, I say there could be, there almost definitely will be a wolf. And last time we used a deer to distract him. Now we don't have a deer. We don't have an animal to push into the wolf so that we can safely get by. So now we have our work cut out for us. Also, no cattails. There they are. Okay. God, that limit on the stomach is rough. I'm also a little bit worried about the food poisoning change. Sour stomach is a pretty intense second affliction to get. So I was very happy I didn't get it the first time. Okay, nice. Definitely finding more cattails than I thought I would. And of course, the nice thing about these is that we won't have food poisoning to worry about from these. It's one thing that will never give you food poisoning and will help with scurvy. So that's nice. Okay, wow, lots of cattails, actually. But this is where we are officially in danger of being seen by the wolf. So we need to find out exactly where that wolf is. Might have an opportunity to kind of scout that here. Okay, yeah, I'm avoiding some cattails by doing this, but... Okay, interesting. There's actually a bunny there. So I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. If there's a bunny just hanging out casually pretty much in the middle of this area, then the wolf might not be here at the moment. Not always a reliable indicator, but I can at least press forward and grab some of these cattails. Alright, we are officially about to be thirsty and cold. One of the worst condition combinations that you can deal with. Alright, so we've mostly made it through here, and I don't see the wolf. However, that could mean that the wolf is actually ahead of us on the other side of the opening here, which would not be good. Alright, there's a cattail there, but on the off chance the wolf is actually in the back of the clearing there, I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to climb a bit. Okay. There's a part of me that's tempted to try and get up there, but I don't think it's worth the effort at the moment. Let's go ahead and grab some Old Man's Beard, just in case. Do I have any already? I do. Okay, good.
Drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right
So
now.
I can make a Old Man's Beard bandage if I get attacked by a wolf. It's just that right now, if I got attacked and hit by a wolf, I probably wouldn't live, because I don't have anything to fight him with aside from the heavy hammer. So, we're going to go up this way and hope that this allows us to kind of get over the ridge. And past the wolf. This is actually, I can't believe I haven't done this more often to avoid the possibility of a wolf being right down there, which is, that's the spot I was worried about. But the wolf is actually nowhere to be seen. Now we just have springs to worry about because we're nice and high. I'm actually going to make my way down to that. And there it is. I don't have any bandages either, so that's not good timing. But the wolves are nowhere to be seen. So I'm going to quickly check that fishing hut. And then maybe make a bandage. We're going to lose some condition here.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
Yeah, you will. You will be fine. Thank you for having a positive attitude for once. Okay, check the drawers.
Need some first aid soon. Ow!
Alright, selling kits. Oh, nice. There's a replacement flare. That is a gift from the game.
Smarts a bit.
Okay, so honestly, I would rather just limp across the ice here. Because making the bandage would take a little bit of time. And I would rather just press back. Because, I mean, if I can avoid making the bandage and get some rest instead, that's probably the better option. So, while I'm doing this, let me go ahead and swing here to the left. We're going to check for some cattails as we limp back towards the camp office. Losing a lot of condition. Again, cold and thirst is not a combination you want. Hypothermia risk is manageable at the moment. We need to get back inside. But we're close. Okay, so it looks like I've probably already grabbed all these cattails. Oh, no, there's a few. There's a few.
I'll die.
Wow. You'll die. Okay. I can't remember the last time that I heard that particular voice line. That's not a very common one. It's just a very, very sobering, I will die. Okay, Jennifer, listen, I meant what I said a moment ago when I was trying to encourage your positive attitude. You don't have to just throw it away so quickly.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
So, in order to stave off condition loss, one thing I'm going to have to do here, and I don't like it, but one thing I'm going to have to do is eat some peaches, because there is water in the peaches. So, yeah, I've got a little bit of water left. Let's go ahead and drink that. Maybe I don't have to... Yeah, you know what? That will save me from needing to do that. So let's instead just go ahead and start a fire. This is the part that I hate. Yeah, do we have... There's probably a book upstairs. Let's go looking for that real quick. Because if there's a book, then we can guarantee a... Wait, really? Is there not a single book? Oh, there it is. I knew I had seen one. Okay. Alright, so that will bring our fire starting chance up to 80%. Okay. I do not like this. But it is what it is. 80% is the best we have at the moment. I can potentially raise my fire starting skill if I read some of the training manuals that I have. So if I could find a way to get that done before I wrap up this episode, I will. Okay, good. 80% worked out. We don't have a ton of time on this fire, so let's use it wisely. First of all, we're going to go ahead and get that melting. Alright, got an hour and 12 minutes. Okay, that's 11 minutes there. Now an hour and 28 minutes. Alright, we are going to lose some condition due to thirst here, but in 48 minutes we'll have more water. So I will just have to eat that. Okay, now would be a good time for me to break up these torches.
Mouth so dry.
So it must be a thirst-related voice line that we got when she's like, "I will die." Thirst is really not a condition that I spend a lot of time worrying about in the long dark. Okay, 39 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a torch here and use that to look around. There's that reclaimed wood just on the ground. That's a nice find. There should be some more over here. Yep, 56 minutes. How long will this need? 34 minutes? Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? What I'd rather do here... Here. Let's put that torch out. We're going to try and get the most out of this fire that we possibly can. Do I have anything that I can drink? No. I have exactly nothing. Okay, we need to go ahead and eat these bannocks before they get much worse. Remember, food poisoning risk is higher. So the whole, like, let me eat the 23% bannocks because that's my chance to eat them. This is not safe right now, what I'm doing. I could get food poisoning from any of these, which is why I want to go ahead and take care of them. That's the downside of sour stomach. Alright, got lucky there. Alright, 24 minutes. Let's go ahead and drink that water. Thank God. Now, we still have an hour and 47 minutes on the fire. I would really like to use that if I could. I don't have enough oats to make porridge. I could cook some potatoes, which would be handy. So let's go ahead and get those cooking. And we'll have to relight a torch. Alright, that's an hour and 30 minutes. Don't think I'm going to get to those training manuals this episode, because we're already at the 31-minute mark, and I've got to wrap up pretty quick. But I might be able to get to it in the next one. Okay, I think this table will be a pretty safe thing to break down. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so the pain from that spraying just went away. Cool. Alright, we can go ahead and eat this cooked potato. Still have 38 minutes on the fire. Actually, we have 2 hours. So that's good. We can go ahead and make another potato. It's not doing a whole lot for us, but it is giving us cooking skill, which is not the worst thing in the world. So let's take a look around for a bit more. I just don't want to accidentally light another match. Definitely did that once this series already. Yeah, the chairs are really the best place to get these. There's a chair over here. Oh, that's an... Oh, wow. Okay. That is a bigger chair, apparently. Yikes. Alright, 7 minutes till it's ready. Like, those saplings are getting there, but they're not done yet. 6 minutes. Anything upstairs? I think this chair would take an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, so there's 2 hour 30 chairs downstairs. There's a crate upstairs, right here. A couple of crates, actually. And a chair. A chair that would take 34 minutes. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and break these down. Because I can afford to do that. That's just 2 pieces of wood. Okay. Wow. Look at how limited the stomach meter is with this new affliction. Okay, well, we need to rest. And I've only got 52 minutes left on the fire. What I'm going to do is just get some good torches out of this. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to, because we started this fire so late, I'm not really going to be able to use this fire to give us a torch or, you know, do anything in terms of heating beverages for the morning, because I need to rest before I go anywhere. But this is a pretty good ending point. Oh, hello. Recycled can. We'll probably get rid of 2 of them. Not that condition of the cans matters, but, you know, let's just be a little bit perfectionist for once. Okay, there's that. Put that torch out, and now just need to drink a little bit more water. Trapper's Homestead is our first destination, not definition, destination. In the next episode, let's go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. That'll be a decent amount of condition recovery. I do still have some tea that I can cook. Next time I get a fire going, I will do that. Hopefully at Trapper's there will also be some matches, but we are right at the beginning of a new day here, so we can use this daylight. Doesn't sound like there's a storm at the moment, which is nice. Hopefully I haven't jinxed it. But we can use this daylight to get to Trapper's and hopefully find some more matches. That would be a big win if we got more there. There are a few other locations in Mystery Lake I could technically check, but honestly, there's so much more potential for good finds in Milton that I kind of want to get there as soon as I can. So that's what I'm going to prioritize as we move forward. And before too much more time passes, I would say maybe another 2 or 3 episodes, we will have a third affliction now that Sour Stomach has set in. So I would imagine there's a chance for the rheumatic joints to come back, but regardless of what it might be, there's several possible afflictions. Sour Stomach is going to be one of the more limiting ones that we can get, and we've already gotten it. So this misery run just got a lot more complicated. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time every day but Wednesday, and comments are always welcome. So leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.